There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And we're off racing here in France. Oh my goodness, yeah, Ham getting off to a half decent start. Coming up into turn 1, there's going to be real trouble on the braking, I'm sure, especially with the rain and all the shenanigans. Here we go. First chicane coming up. Any carnage? Oh, there's some carnage in the background. I saw one car off. I think that was Evoke Replay. Just losing or getting clipped in the back there. And now we go into turns 4 and 5, I believe, or turns 3, 4, whatever the hell it is.
These corners can also throw up some collisions because even though they're not the first and second corners, they are extremely tight and they have a bit of a straight that leads into them. So you can get some incidents in that section of the circuit there. But it seems like we now managed to navigate it without much tears being shed in the background.
Yeah. I guess the most unfortunate driver so far in lap 1 is SLR Dodgy, losing out 7 laps in the span of about, what, 7 corners. So a place per corner, it would appear. Oh, yeah, we do have a yellow flag.
Like Owen Howell in the back.
Yeah, looks like he might be struggling there. A lot of our drivers, I'm sure, is throwing them off with the heavy rain. It's already difficult with the F1 cars. Now we got the F2 cars to deal with.
The slightly less power will help a little bit, but obviously they have less downforce and they're slightly heavier, so it's... it's going to be a bit of an animal to drive this car is with the much less downforce they have than the F1 cars.
Yeah, and definitely, especially...
And the narrower tyres, of course.
The tires, yeah, I was just about to say the tires are completely different, especially with temperatures, compound, and everything in general. It's it's a different fucking beast altogether. Looks like there is a car off in the background. That is Owen Howell in the Trident. Richard Verschoor. Not looking too hot there. In P2, as it stands, though, we have SLR Evo racing with Clement Novalak, it would appear. And in first is a Logan Sargent for Carlin Racing, the brand new Williams driver this year in Formula 1. And he is leading the race right now. So I guess still, I guess you could say I guess he had a great start. He started in P2, if I'm not mistaken. Just behind Beast Assassin, who's sitting in P3 actually right now. He's dropped 2 positions, right behind the MP Motorsport there of Evo.
Yeah, it was a fantastic start from 19 off the grid, just absolutely flew away.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is the newest team to F2. Well, I think they have a new team actually this year, ironically, but at least for this game, this was the newest team, Amersport Racing. Wow, that's a mouthful. And we're just on board with UK Beast Assassin. And Southerner and Metal look like they're getting into it. Oh, it's actually Southerner. Sorry, Southerner's just right behind Assassin. That's what it is.
I wish I got my SF1000 plugged in. I wish the screen worked for commentary so I could see everyone's tyre data. That would be a really good feature if I could do that.
Yeah.
I'd love to see how the tyre temps are doing right now because I'm just on board with Ham and the car is just sliding up all over the place. Obviously, will be due down to the wet conditions, but keep on with that, you'll really raise the tyre temps up. And like you said, with these F2 tyres, they're a bit more susceptible to temperature than the F1 tyres maybe. You can really upset these tyres quite easily by overdriving the car. If you're nice and smooth though, really pays dividends.
For sure, for sure. Wow, we just had a battle with Griffiths and Metal there, folks. And looks like Metal going to win out for the time being. You got Corey waiting in the wind, but Metal is going to keep P5 for the time being. Southerner's still behind Assassin.
This battle for P2 is looking spicy.
Yeah. Southerner right behind Assassin, who's right behind Evo. Looks like Ham kind of pulling away there in the Carlin. Just enjoying a nice, simple sprint race.
Here comes Southerner. He's going to try and pull a move now on Beast Assassin. Goes to the inside. bit harder to brake so late on the more wet side. Obviously, it doesn't have a little bit of a slightly
Oh,
dry in line as you get on
VSC,
the racing line. As
VSC.
you got a VSC.
I have.
I was really close to going to into the back of Beast Assassin there as the VSC was deployed. That was a close one.
It would appear that Evoke Replay does not have a front wing there, Afro, so he's going to have to come in and fix that for sure. I think Owen's okay, which is, yeah, it was definitely Evoke.
But hopefully, I mean, if Owen was just getting the sort of, the pre-race jitters out of his system and those 2 spins he had, this gives him a little bit of a chance now to get back onto the pack, maybe try and get his head down and, try and get a grip on the conditions. Gotta remember that in these conditions, those drivers who are running no assists, it's going to be difficult for those guys. So
Yeah,
respect to the
sure.
guys that run no assists. Respect to anyone who goes out in a league racing conditions like this, because even if you run like medium traction and stuff, you can still very easily lose the car by just being a bit overzealous with the throttle pedal.
Wow, Griffiths and Metal.
With his new front wing.
Griffiths and Metal are having a battle, a side-by-side battle. Oh, Griffiths just loses out on that exit speed, and Corey saying thank you very much. Oh, just a little love tap. A little love tap from Felipe Drugovich there in the MP.
Oh, he was thinking about a move up the inside there, I think. Not quite doing, just gets in front of Griffiths there. He very nearly took a bit of front wing with him there. He's so close with the rear tyres.
Man, you can just see the
Griffiths
throttle
focusing
application too. Like their throttle applications are so different compared to
Here we go.
F1.
Everyone's going to be converging down this way. We're going to get a little 3-way battle here for 5th place. Oh, some good defending from Metal there. So Griffiths is going to try and maybe he's going to try and rob both positions like happened to him.
Oh!
He's going to go up the middle.
Oh my god! What a shot!
Go on, get that slipstream, boy. Go Griffiths. Oh.
And here comes Turner in this.
It is all going off here today.
Oh,
holding firm on the inside.
Yo, damn.
Griffiths doesn't want to give an inch, though. He wants these positions back. He lost on the previous section.
Yeah, there's definitely contact with the Griffiths and Turner there. Both drivers, though, pushing.
Letting Corey get away. They need to be careful.
Oh, my goodness.
I was on board with Griffiths there. That was so close. He actually nearly took his rear wheel for a spin there. Oh, my God. It's all going on, these. I can't even breathe.
I can't either.
Get me my asthma pump. Is it too much for me?
Griffiths now coming back and Turner. Griffiths just having battles left, right, and center. He can't get away from it. First it was Metal, now it's Turner in the dams. Drugovich, oh he got, he loses the rear end. Metal's far enough back though.
Good bit of car control to stop that from going wrong. Good, but he lost some time, but it could have been so much worse.
For sure. Oh my goodness. And now we're on board, I guess, with Metal, who's using Vesti's car. What happened?
It's Corey, Southerner, and Beaster, and Turner. It's all going off, Mike, for P2.
Oh, it's gone too wide, UK.
P3, I mean, sorry, not P2. Oh, Assassin's got a penalty.
Yeah, well, he went really wide on that exit. And Evo's also got a penalty up in P2.
Oh, he went a bit deep there. Oh, and Turner's sneaking out.
Yo, Turner is a sneaky savage right now.
He's got a Make-A-Wish Foundation on his rear wing. This probably goes beyond what he was wishing for at the start of this race. He's really coming up the field now. Through the long right, I love this corner and I hate it at the same time.
I'm just watching the throttle applications from Corey here. Literally just like, oh my god.
It's great, isn't it? What I love about the wet.
That is absolutely insane, folks. the skill that you have to be able to drive like this, folks. And side by side in the wet with F2 cars. It's just ridiculous. Griffith's just getting pushed to the outside a little bit. Oh my god. And ladies and gentlemen, this is just the first race. We have a feature race to go right after this. So don't go anywhere after 11 laps. This is just the sprint race.
Wonder if it will be, if the rain maybe might be slightly lower, or will it be thinking it's a different day? Will it maybe go back to dry? It's going to be really interesting actually to see what the feature race holds in terms of weather.
Well, in real life, it is a completely different day.
It's a separate day, in
Yeah. In 2021, when Oscar Piastri was champ
on Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, when Oscar Piastri was champ, they had the 2 sprint races on the Saturday, followed by the feature race on the Sunday. But now they brought it back to what it used to be, which was basically the 1 sprint race on the Saturday and the feature race on Sunday, just before the Grand Prix of F1. So that's how that works.
But there is still 3 races, because when we were in the lobby,
No.
it said 11 laps, 13 laps, and then 0 laps.
I guess maybe there's the option.
Maybe these are the 2021 cars. I don't know. No, I don't think they are actually. So I don't know. Maybe that feature is just still in the game for if you want to run it.
Yeah, it has to.
But yeah, when I went to watch the British Grand Prix, it was the F2 sort of feature race was kind of like part of the build up to the Grand Prix on the Sunday, which I thought was really cool actually.
Yes.
Kind of got everyone buzzing for the race. So this would technically then be on a Saturday if this was a real weekend.
Correct.
So yeah, we might see a fully dry feature race, which would be quite interesting. But I mean, I kind of don't want it.
I don't want it.
Just
Yeah.
how spicy this race has been.
Yeah, it's just lots
I
of
don't know about
action.
the wet, is it? Yeah, lots of action, because it's so easy to make a mistake and do a little half spin, so you're on knife edge all the time. Oh, it's Southerner gives Beast a little tap through turn 1, half spins him. He doesn't go all the way around, but they've lost a lot of time. And it's really given the likes of Turner, Griffiths, and Corey a bit more of a sniff of that P3. We have a 5-car battle for P3. Make that 6-car battle now is the Red Bull livery car. But the Prima is now on the case as well. So it is all about to go off here, Mike.
Yeah, this is actually really
I
fun.
mean, even Medal is kind of near enough. Once they start battling a bit, he's going to be right on the scene as well. This is going to be crazy. It's going to be like a 7-car.
Turner is loving this chicane of 8 and 9.
Maybe he's gone with a slightly higher wing setup, so he's able to be really confident on the brakes. Maybe
It's definitely possible. We got Southerner, who's taking the final podium
is he going to
position
go
as
for
it
the
stands.
move?
Turner is right on the heels.
Is he going to go for it in the second part of the long right hand?
Oh, there's touching!
Just a tap, as a certain prominent Canadian YouTuber who does drifting content likes to say.
Oh my goodness. And Griffith's waiting in the wind, just hoping that someone makes a mistake so he can get that position.
In the wings.
Oh my god, yeah, everyone it feels like is waiting in the wings for someone to just make that one mistake.
Para quicks. Oh, sorry, I thought that was the second P there.
Here comes Corey up on the inside in the final corner!
I love the sounds. I love the sounds you can hear people just giving little love taps to each other. It's just a little doo doo.
This just.
Here comes Griffiths. He's going to go around the outside of Corey. Not much space around there. Oh. It's heart in mouth stuff in the wet. It can just go wrong so quickly.
Yeah, it really can. And I mean, I'm shell shocked right now at how skilled these guys. Like, these guys are making it look easy, but ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you for a fact this is incredible to watch. This is the skill level, just being able to keep it on track, and you can see they're struggling. And as I say that, there's one unfortunate soul. Evoke Replay is retired from the session. Hopefully he has a better feature race coming up.
Yeah, there are some drivers who they just really don't like driving in the wet, and I can understand how it is difficult. So maybe if we see a dry feature race, maybe you can see a bit of a comeback from Revoke there. Just maybe his setup is too dry orientated. Maybe it's a bit undrivable in the wet.
Yeah, it's true. He's dropped down 8 positions, so if my math is correct, he should still start the main race in P11. So at least he doesn't have to start at the back of the grid like he would if it was an F1 sprint format. Oh, Griffith's now colliding with Corey. I'm on board with Paraquix. Dennis Hauger, it looks like here. And yes, you were correct.
I
He
do
is on the
like
Primo.
the layout of France. It does promote some good racing, some long corners
Yeah.
leading into tight ones. Ooh, bit of a tap.
Let's go up. Let's see a
As we see
Turner.
Corey sort of getting a bit squirrely on the exit there. That's going to give Griffiths a bit of a run now into turn one. Where's he going to go? He's going to try and go down the inside. Oh, Corey fights it. Oh, a bit of contact. No, I think that's
Oh.
my game lagging. It's all good.
Holy shit! That was a nice.
So close.
That was a nice recovery on Corey. Or by Corey, sorry. Oh, fucking hell. These, like, you don't even know where to focus sometimes.
Or are we looking like 4 penalties? So 3 seconds for Beast and Turner. So Corey could nab an extra position, maybe 2 if he gets his head down that one. That's closing.
Beast Assassin went really wide. He's pushing Turner as far left as they can go. We're coming into the chicane of 8 and 9, folks. And Turner gonna win out on the braking.
He's been very strong on the brakes today, hasn't he? We got a yellow in sector 2.
Oh my goodness.
Turner also has a penalty though, so these guys could drop down a bit lower unless they get their heads down and get a bit of a gap going.
Yeah, they're gonna have to
The
push a little
Southerner has
bit.
now gone up to P2. He's actually managed to catch him past Evo, however you say that.
Yeah, Evo.
2 Vs. I mean, he was kind of had a bit of a gap in P2, but he must have, I don't know, maybe just lost concentration and.
I think the 6 seconds
he's-
really just like flustered him mentally. I think that's kind of like what, personally, that would throw me off if I got 6 seconds penalties and there was 2 laps to go. I'd be like, God damn it.
Yeah, definitely.
But, you know, fucking Ham over here, going ham on the rest of the field here in the sprint race. Logan Sargent showing why he made it to F1. Nicely done from the Carlin driver. Still, I guess Evo kind of in there. But I guess the big thing is going to be, is Griffiths going to be able to, how many Griffiths, or how many points, or how many extra places can Griffiths get because of the fact that he has no time penalties? Jesus Christ, that was a mouthful.
He's definitely going to get Evo's position, I think, because he's got 6 seconds of penalties. I think he might also nick Beast, obviously, because he's 1.8 seconds, 1.9 now, out with 1 lap to go, so he might just hold on for that as well. I think Turner might just maybe pull away a little bit too much as we got Paraquix making a move on Corey. And Corey defending quite well there. His pace is dropping a little bit.
Well,
The one thing I'm kind of thinking is, with Ham 19, it's a big gap that is, but I mean, has he maybe compromised his setup a tiny bit for the wet conditions, and then maybe we might see that get punished slightly in a race, or is he just generally that quick? That's what we're going to find out in the main race, so that's exciting too. So he's killed this wet session at the moment, 7.8 lead
yeah,
in 10 laps.
and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just doing some quick maths in my head. Griffiths will take that final podium position as it stands, but obviously we have 1 lap to go, so anything can happen, Afro.
Yeah, he's got to keep it on track now, keep his head down. He could be in a very good starting position, starting in P3, you know, rather than P6, it would be really good.
No, it doesn't matter, brother. It doesn't matter. It's not like F1. It's based on the actual.
Oh, it's
qualifying.
reversed, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
reversed.
it's back. So whoever.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Whatever place he finished. Oh, Turner
It's
got
based on the
squilly.
one-shot quality that
He
we
lost the rear end coming out of the first chicane on the final lap, which has allowed Assassin to come at him. And Assassin gonna go around the outside. Turner fighting him off.
did. He had some bumps, but it's all good. All clean.
Oh man, it looks like Turner was able to hold off Assassin for the time being.
This is really eyeing them both up now down this straight. He's gonna get a good exit. Ooh, a bit of a twitch of rear end on the but that's okay. We know what Turner is like on the brakes. Into the chicane, but now here comes Beast. Oh, I thought he was gonna flick it up to the inside there. Thought better of it.
Turner's also really good at this chicane. He's been fucking killing this chicane all race along. Made a couple moves actually earlier on in this race. Seems to me it's less rain than when we originally started. Not to say that it's not wet, but just less rain.
The rain has definitely come. It's gone to like rain conditions now. You can see from the drops they're not as aggressive as they were at the start of the race.
Yeah.
Start of the race, it was really pelting down, wasn't it?
Yeah, it definitely was. All right, ladies and gentlemen, him coming around the final corner as I'm speaking. And what a race it has been for the Carlin driver here in the sprint race. He will be happy with that result, I am sure.
Got himself a penalty.
Oh my goodness, just
on the blue line.
what a joker.
It's a good thing he
Griffiths
had a 3 second.
around the outside. He's fighting with Beast Assassin on the line. I mean, he gets that final. He does get the final podium position. BRT Griffiths in the MP Motorsport with a solid performance. Then you got the high tech of Southerner in P2. Quicks in the Prima will come in P4. You got Turner, Roy Nassani. He is Dams. He's the Dams. Jake Hughes, Van Amersfoort, and then Frederick Vesti, another high tech. Corey Virtuosi, and I guess we'll just go to it. Why the fuck not, right? Wow.
What a race that was.
And that's just the sprint race, by the way, folks. A reminder, that is just the sprint race. We are about to do the feature race. We're going to have a 5-minute break. Those of you that are new to the Dub Zone, just to let you guys know, we're going to do the track breakdown, a little intro, and all that wonderful good stuff. No national anthem. Don't you have to worry about that. But all jokes aside, we try and make it as professional as we can here in Dub Zone F1. Here we go. Sprint race results. So yeah, Hammond first, Southerner second, Griffiths third, Quicks in fourth, Turner fifth, Assassin in sixth, Metal in seventh, and Corey to round out the points in P8 for Virtuosi. And as I said before, these results have no effect on the actual positioning of the feature race. Okay, guys, it was all based on qualifying. I can't even fucking really remember. Actually, we can actually kind of go here. Corey will be starting in P1. And then who's 9th place? Griffiths will start P2. And Metal will start in P3 for the feature race. Anyways, love you guys. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. And yeah, see you soon.
Control. Are we talking about losing control? I'm gonna show you how we lose control, baby. Watch this. Look, Marty Mark. Watch the way I start up. I've been going hard, but I can go way harder. Every beat I'm on, yeah, you know that I slaughter. And I'm always looking gorgeous, chilling with somebody's daughter. Yeah, she loving me. Say she love the way my chain sit and contemplate. And of course it says my name if you wondering. To let you know who's finna blow. Always winning, check the scope. I'm only losing control. Oh.
I like losing control. I get high when I'm feeling my flow. My mind is focused and I'm ready to go. Ready to go. Nah, nah.
Yo, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your host, Diesel Dominator, and we are here for F2 Summit League Racing Round 7 in La Castellette of France. And I'm actually really excited. We just finished the sprint race. Now we go to the feature race, as you guys can see on screen. Go to my notes. 15 corners all together, 9 being to the right and 6 to the left. And we have 2 DRS zones, as you can see on screen, one coming into the chicane of 9 and 8 and one on the main straight. And there is an elevation of 30.4 meters. Let's go into some real life action. We go into turn 3 with Schumacher and Chocolat going right into the back of Schumi. Schumi would eventually win the title in the next season, but in 2019 there, some very scary moments there. And then, of course, the chicane of 8 and 9, where Turner was absolutely killing it. You have De Vries and Matt Yoshida getting into it. Matt Yoshida actually winning out on the eventual champion there. Then we go into Afroman's most hated corner, turns 10 and 11, with Latifi losing out to Camara, his teammate at the time. And very unfortunate stuff for the Canadian. At least the Latifi did make it to F1 eventually. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are just in the formation lap. I am, of course, still joined with my co-host, Afro. Afro, I mean, do you have your voice back, or are you still alive?
Still alive here, Diesel. Just didn't want to intrude on your intro. The great intro for all the viewers, by the way. Breaking down the track very nicely for us. Not long now, and then we'll be on to the start of this race. Dry conditions now, not heavy rain like the race, but there is still some cloud about, so maybe may see some light rain towards the end of the session. That'll remain to be seen for now.
Yes,
it's going to be a nice dry race by the looks.
And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, if you're new to Formula 2, there are only the 2 types of dry compounds. It is the hard and the soft compound. All drivers will have to use both of them during this race. So as you can see, a lot of the guys opting for the hard tires to start out. There are some soft runners, though. We got Evo, Replay, Quattro, Lee Menz, Owen Howell, and South Raptor on the softs. Everyone else on the hard compound. Should
Keep
be
an eye on those
interesting.
guys on the start as well, because the soft is obviously going to give them such good traction off the line. So
Yeah, you have to think
it'll
that
be interesting to see.
Evo's gonna probably have a pretty good start as long as he doesn't smash into the back of
I
anyone.
think I'll stay. I'm going to stay on board with him actually, just to see how he goes,
All right, here we go.
see
1,
what
2,
happens.
3, 4, 5 lights. And we're off racing here in France for the feature race of F2 Summit League Racing, round 7.
Some wheel spin for Evo, not capitalizing on those softs.
And we go into turn 1, and
Stepping
it
her up into P4.
looks like that was some nice moves there from some of our drivers. Not too many jockeying of positions. It looks like Turner's gone up 1 position. Corey's lost out 1 to Griffith, so Griffith's winning out the starting battle at least here. Looks like our sprint winner, Ham is sitting in P8. He's already jumped up 1 position. So we come into that chicane. Evo looks like he's already made his first victim of Sem, coming into that chicane of 8 and 9. Wonderful move there. And now we go into 10 and 11. This is the long bend here. Afro's least favorite corner here in France.
No, I really do like this. Sometimes I find that sometimes, especially when the tires are quite worn, it does become quite a difficult corner. But I do actually really like the corner. It's good for overtaking as well, especially that second sort of apex to it. 'Cause if someone's quite slow through it, you see people get a little bit excited and try and dive it at the second apex, which is always fun.
Yeah, it's a very interesting corner because it's actually very wide corners, a lot of track, so that's why I think it's really good for overtakes as well, like you mentioned.
But he's looking like he's thinking about a move there, just giving a little fake, just saying, "Hey, buddy, I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. Still here."
Evo right on the heels of Metal right now. He's going to want to try and take advantage of these softs as fast as possible. We don't know exactly how long the softs are going to last. As we were saying earlier in the stream, Compound's a little different here, and unfortunately Afro and I don't actually do F2 enough to actually have the compound duration memorized, but we will let you guys know when it happens, I promise. Looks like Evo just not able to get the speed he wants out of that chicane to make the move on Metal. He's riding that slipstream, just can't get the move done. Of course, he's going to have DRS assistance next lap, Afro. This could be interesting. Of course, we didn't see any DRS. Oh!
Griffiths and Corey going for it now. They're really getting the elbows out.
Yeah, Evo actually made the exact move that Afro was talking about earlier, ladies and gentlemen. A lap later, Evo shows us how it's done. Afro would have been proud if you'd seen that.
It's a good move by all accounts. So I could see the pack still pretty bunched up at this stage. It seems that it's good. It's lots of battling going on right now.
Yeah, the entire midfield is actually ridiculous. You got Beast Assassin, who's getting side by side with Replay. It looks like Replay going to hold P9 for the time being. The top 10 drivers here in the feature race will receive points. Whereas, of course, the sprint race was only the top 8. So a little more points to be handed out here for this feature race. And, of course, 4 more laps to go around.
And here we go for Corey Griffiths round 2. DRS enabled for Corey. He's getting closer. He's going to flick it to the inside. He goes for the inside. Griffiths going to try and give him the old switcheroo on the exit. Now try and get the power down a bit earlier into the slipstream. We go towards the flat out right hand. Well, sort of almost flat in these cars. Oh, gets very close to the rear of Corey, but Corey's got it covered as they come into the long right hand now.
I get really nice and close to Corey, letting him know he's there. Oh, he's coming up on the inside
He's
now.
at the inside. They're driving from Corey there. That's going to bring Turner into the mix now. What's he going to go? He's going to go for around the outside of the penultimate corner. So long left-hander. Nothing doing there. He's going to tuck in all the main straight, trying to get a good exit, which he does. A little bit of wheel spin, I think, there, but he's okay.
Yeah, this could be a very fun battle for the top position. Of course, all these guys going to be ending the race on the soft compound as well, so...
Yeah, it's obviously on a race of this length, it is the better strategy normally to go for, because you're on the lighter fuel, you'll be on the softer tyre, you'll be really quick, but be wary of the undercut, obviously, from the cars sort of on the soft tyre. They'll be on the hards, getting them warmed up, but oh, some twitchiness going on through some of these corners.
Yeah. The F2 car is definitely a lot twitchier than the F1 counterparts.
They're fun to drive. They're twitchy, but they're controllable. Unlike the F1 car on the F1 car in this game, the rear end is so floaty. Oh, we got some contact there.
Now, these top three are just battling it out. Oh my goodness. Trying to give everyone some
Absolute
love, but...
log fest right now at the top, isn't it? It's crazy. Oh, Turner's right on the rear of these guys. If something goes wrong, his front wing is gonna go flying.
I mean, you could almost say the same thing for Corey too. I mean, Corey's right behind Griffiths, and Griffiths.
I engineered for Danny at a race he had here once in another league. Like, I came in and spectated and kind of acted as his kind of race engineer, and him and Logan were in the same race. Remember Danny's brother Logan?
Yeah.
And Logan was coming out of the pits up here, and Danny was just following the natural line, didn't see him, and just sent him to absolute Narnia by here on the pit exit. Like, Logan went flying over to the right. It was so funny.
That's funny. I can see that happening as well. I can just envision that.
Did you know Danny was like so focused because he's quite new to league racing at the time. He just had complete tunnel vision.
Yeah.
of the entrance to turn one, and just he was gone.
All right, so
This
Evo
Corey battle is so engrossing.
sitting in P5. He's gained 2 positions on the soft compound. I'm assuming he's gonna probably go into the pit sooner rather than later.
The quicker he gets the hards on and gets them up to temperature, the quicker he can obviously sort of start recovering lost time
Yeah.
from this strategy. Obviously, the other guys are going to have the advantage in the second stint, so if he gets on the fresh hards quite quick, he can sort of make the most of those fresh tyres and really start to chip away some time on these guys on their worn hards
Yeah, for sure.
tyres. These guys are going to be out for a bit, aren't they?
You have to think they are. I mean, we only have 15 laps, though, so it's kind of throwing me off a little bit with regards to the strategy and what these guys are going to decide to do.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I didn't get quick enough into my personal test that I was doing earlier to see where the softs will go off, but they might start going off relatively soon. I'm not too sure. Maybe, yeah, I think obviously F1 puts more load through the tyres, and the tyres are a bit different, but the softs don't typically last very long. I don't know what it's like on the F2 though, so we'll soon find out.
Well, we still have
Griffith's
our
still got
little
some pace,
train
though.
right here for P6. I mean, I know we've been watching that battle for P1, but we got to get some guys in the middle of the field.
Yeah,
some
this P6 battle is engrossing as well. We got some interesting lines going on in the background there. Ooh,
Uh-oh.
a bit of a mistake for Ham. For Beast Assassin, sorry.
Yeah.
Evoke is going to try and take advantage here. And the Red Bull in the background also getting in on the action.
Yeah, Paraquix just giving Evoke a little bit of love taps. Oh, my goodness. That could have been dangerous.
He was quite quick in the wet sprint race, was Paraquix.
Yeah, he was in there, wasn't he? I do remember the name. And, of course, I remember the car, Dennis Hauge. in the Prima. The Danish driver.
Nice little movies going for around the outside there. Maybe just a little bit of contact with the Roker thing, who's coming back at him on the exit.
Yeah, that was a
Lovely
nice
exit from
switchback.
Avoca.
Is he going to get the move completed going into
It's actually
11?
It's really nice car, that Campos racing car. It's a nice livery. I like that.
Yeah, the Campos holding his own. Oh my
It's a really
goodness.
nice livery.
Here comes the Prima though, back at him on the inside, doing the afro on.
That's good racing.
Oh,
This is like millimeters apart through
yeah.
that corner. It looked really good.
I think the
From
only
the outside
downside
camera.
really is their battling has allowed UK Beast to just kind of pull away here. Sem now has gone into the pits with the hard compound. So that's even before
But,
Evo on the softs. That is.
Corey's nicked the lead from Griffiths now. In all that watching that battle, I just noticed Corey take the fast pad. He's actually in front of Griffiths now. If someone goes off in the background,
Uh-oh.
it's Turner.
Uh-oh.
Big spin there.
Well, Turner was with our top three. Now it is Evo.
What's going on there? He just went round to the back of Paraquix, taking half his front wing off. Paraquix just randomly slowing down for the little section at the end of sector 1 there, and Turner went straight into the back of him, taking half his front wing off, adding insult to injury now from that spin. But it's all going off again now. Evo and Southern are absolutely going hammer and tongue, as well as Metal and Ham.
I think the softs are falling off here, Afro. That's what I think is going on. I mean, it's really
we're seeing the
unfortunate for
crossover
Turner.
point now.
As you said, adding
It's
insult to
getting
injury
very
with the front
cloudy.
wing. Yeah, I think it's getting really rowdy with these guys. We had such an intense battle in the rain, and now we're getting into the end stages of the feature race.
Are they? I can't work out if they're rain droplets. No, I think they're using a shitty older TV. I think it's a couple of dead
Oh, there
pixels.
goes Corey in, yeah, Corey's going in. Evo's gone in. Griffiths is
Griffith's
staying
gonna
out.
go
So
for
Griffiths
the
going for the overcut.
overcut.
Yeah. Southern is staying
Could
out
be
as
interesting.
well.
Sets the fastest lap.
Well, that's always good. Definitely want to set.
I think the slipstream is worth a lot in these cars. We saw it with Corey there on the previous lap. He was second most of the way around the lap. Then he set a fastest lap, and I looked up and he'd actually gone past Griffiths on the main straight. So I think sitting in a slipstream has its benefits in these cars because they obviously don't have any battery to dispose of. You have to sort of take everything you can. But because we don't know F2s, I don't know if the overcut is powerful with F2. Is it not powerful? Is the undercut more powerful? We're going to find out here, I think. Griffiths is putting in quite what looks like a decent lap to me. His pace isn't exactly, like he's not sliding around and like the tyres are completely gone off. But he's not going purple. But that might be because he didn't have a slipstream.
Yeah, that's
We got a yellow
good
in
point.
sector 2.
We have
It's gone now.
SLR Ham. I'm on board with right now. Our sprint winner. He's having a real battle with Metal right now. It's been literally side by side with him for the last 3 turns in a row. Now
He
coming
could
up the
go up the
inside.
inside, yep.
We go into turn 12 Metal, and him making a little bit of contact there. You could hear the banging.
Undercut there. Lovely, lovely stuff. Go on. Go on.
Push the car! Oh, he gets it before into the pits. And he makes it too.
Said the meme of Emperor Palpatine. Do it.
Oh my goodness. That was very nice
Griffiths
for the
carries
overtake
on again.
and-
Another fastest lap.
making the pit. Yeah, that has to be said. Griffith's definitely really going for the overcut here. And taking another
Probably wants
fastest
the
lap.
fresher soft. He probably knows that they die off after around 7 laps. He's probably thinking, yeah, if I pit end of lap 9, I'm definitely going to have nice condition softs to the end. So you're probably learning from the guys who actually started on the softs. They're applying it now in this race. Do these guys, is this a regularly, they're always in F2 cars, are they?
Yes.
So these guys probably know the car much
Yes, of
better
course
than
they
we
do.
and the tire compound. So, yeah, maybe this is around a track like this where you can make up the time. Maybe this is the preferred strategy. I mean, he was setting purple time, so but this is going to be Corey's first flying lap on the soft. So
Yeah,
I'll
he's
ride
looking
on board
strong
and see if
too.
he sets
He's
the purple
right behind
set
Drastic.
too.
He is catching up really quickly to Drastic Blaze here. Like Corey is pushing.
All right, so coming up the split to sector 2. No purple flash up indicated for me, but it did our last lap with Griffiths, and then he went on to set the fastest time. So in comes Griffiths now, making his stop. So let's ride on board with Corey and see if this overcut has been effective. Corey on the ragged edge as I joined on board with his car there.
We're
Sliding
really
it all over the show.
gonna find out what these guys have in the tank. It looks like Drastic gonna be going into the pits. The only two really
Through
staying
the
out.
last corner comes Corey now.
Oh, 3 guys staying out.
Coming down
Is
the main
Assassin? No. I'm sorry. Bennett and Dodgy are staying out, folks, on the hards.
Here he comes. Yeah. And he's set a fast lap, he's undercut Griffiths, but of course Griffiths now gonna have the fresher softs, 2 lap pressure softs. And that could make a very big difference out there today.
Yeah, but the gap is at 2 seconds, so he does have some time to.
But he needs to get them heated up quick
Yeah,
time.
and that's another thing too. Yeah, so he has time to make up, and he has heat too.
He's actually gained time rather than dropping time in that opening few. He was 2 seconds originally when he came out, and he got it all down to 1.9. So he must have fired those tires up really quick. Now the hunt is on. 5 laps to go.
Yeah, everyone's done their mandatory pit
After
stop
this
now,
one.
so I can look at the penalties. I'll go to the penalty screen for the ladies and gentlemen. As we approach the 5-lap mark.
But it's the 2 leaders. Yeah, they will be the last people to actually make their stops. For everyone who's sort of in the race now, they're going to be making their stops soon. I wonder where these top 2 guys are going to feed out when they box.
Oh yeah, Bennett and Dodgy. They didn't overcut. Bennett's still staying out.
Dodgy's in. Yep, Bennett's staying out, Dodgy's in. So, interesting strategy from Bennett. Maybe he's sort of holding out hope for a safety car.
Yo, Afro. 1.4 seconds. Griffiths and Corey. Griffiths
Here we go.
getting his feet
He's
underneath.
flying purple sector 3 for Griffiths. Got the bit between the teeth now, hasn't he?
Well, you have to imagine so, especially on the fresher set of tires. He knows he has the advantage. He can push. And I think the biggest thing for him is just going to get within a second so he can get that DRS, and that'll make life so much easier.
I say, my first time commentating on an F2 race, and I have to say it's been a good experience. Lots of good battling. The drivers obviously play a part in that as well. I think they're quite evenly matched. But I don't know, it's just something about these F2 cars, the more tricky nature of the driving, and I think there's a bit more emphasis on the driver's input with these cars because they're slower. You can finesse them a bit more. The really quick guys can sort of get a little bit more out of them, I think, maybe.
Yeah, I'd have to definitely agree with you on that. Looks like Ham going for P5 right now. He had as I said earlier, as I've said multiple times. Oh my goodness!
Switcheroo.
Ham, the winner of our sprint
Side by
race,
side.
and
You
P5
never
in the
work on
future would be
outside,
very
switch
nice.
it back.
Uh-oh, Bennett received a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He's gone in the pit lane. What the hell has just gone there? Oh, sorry. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. For some reason, I confused him with Griffiths. Everything is good.
There's another faster start now. 7 tenths behind Corey.
But obviously, yeah, that 5 second
And
time
just as
penalty is going to
Corey's
hurt
tyres
him.
are going to start falling away now, Griffiths are going to be hitting their prime. So really sort of opposite ends of the spectrum going on now.
Yeah, we got the 2-lap softs versus the 4-lap old softs here. Their closest competitor on track, at least right now, is Sem, sitting 7.3 seconds with the 3-second time penalty, so basically 10 seconds away.
And Ham closing him down very quickly, but he's also got Southern in his slipstream coming with him. Southern he's going to go for a move.
Yeah, Southern could be a pain in the ass. As long as Ham doesn't get a penalty, though, he could get that final podium position. So, you know, P3 in the feature, P1 in the sprint, that's a pretty good day.
Defending from Ham 19 in there. Placed his car quite well. The Southerner again in the slipstream. He's going to be coming at it as they come towards a fast right-hander. Are we going to see a move up the inside? Thinks better of it. Lets himself in. He's got a bit quicker pace mid-corner. A bit of a slide there for Ham towards the exit. He'll keep that position for now. Back to the main battle of Griffiths and Corey. 3 tenths between these guys now. Griffiths got a bit between his teeth. Right on the gearbox of Corey. Could see a move now into turn 1. He's picking up the slipstream. Goes to the outside. Out breaks Corey and flies on the outside. Corey's going to get a better exit though out of turn 2. Coming down towards turn 3 now in the slipstream. Flicks it to the inside. Is he going to go late on the brakes and try and squeeze him? Oh, it's close. Millimeters between these two drivers. Still side by side. Little bit of a love tap there. Thankfully it's only tyre to tyre.
That was very close action right there. These guys just giving us a show right now. Man, Griffiths, what a move. These two battling it out. Not giving each other any inches. This is just a really fun battle. The virtuosi in the MP Motorsport.
Into the slipstream. Is he going to go for a move in the fast right hand? I know he's going to tuck into the gearbox of Griffiths. Is he going to try and pull a move into the long double apex right hander? Goes neat and tidy, decides not to go lunging in. I think he's going to give himself another lap and try and get by on DRS. I keep grimacing because the game is lagging slightly. It keeps looking like people are going off and shit. It's really annoying.
Oh, luckily for us, we are doing pretty good over here. It's not lagging.
I think it'll be a reset for me next time. Just to be safe. Corey now down the main street with DRS. Griffiths has made it past, but he's not really good. This is the beauty of these F2 cars. They're sort of, even though we have equal performance with the, it just feels like when you have just the one model car, they are truly equal. We have seen some people claiming over the last few years that co-master equal cars are not quite equal.
Yeah, I have a fucking strange feeling they are, but whatever. To each their own.
I think this year with the new regulations is a bit different. I think in the previous years when the cars were significantly longer and shorter than some of the cars, I think that played a factor. It always felt like the short wheelbase car down the inside goes Corey.
Oh,
it is just move for move as they go side by side now towards the fast right hander. It's just been wheel to wheel for these last 2 laps, and it's going to continue to be wheel to wheel through the fast right hander heading towards the double apex. Are they going to keep it clean? Corey on the inside, Griffiths on the outside.
No, track limits are a thing, Ozzy. Well, that's why all these people have fucking penalties.
Oh, what a defense from Griffiths there. They look like, you know, you always think the car on the inside has the advantage through that double apex right hander, but Griffiths just held firm and kept the confidence around the outside. And, you know, you got to give Corey fairness for giving him good room as well there. It'd be so easy to just claim that corner as yours and start squeezing people on the exit, but it was very respectful driving from both drivers.
Yeah,
So,
all right, final lap, guys. Final fucking lap. Oh my goodness.
So good to see a genuine fight to the finish like this for the win.
Yeah, these two have been just
Two
battling it
great
out
drivers.
for the last at least 3 or 4 laps now. Griffiths with the overcut.
And I need a good exit.
When it comes to the strategy, Stato a little longer on the hards. Corey, though, right behind him as we come into the chicane of 8 and 9. Corey with that slipstream trying to take the DRS. Is he going to get close enough? Coming into the chicane. Here we go. Right over the corner. Griffith's going to be able to take a better line, though.
I think he let him have that so he could get a good exit out of here and make it count. Is he going to go inside, outside? He wants the outside.
Yeah, the only thing is he won't have DRS, of course, coming into turns 10 and 11 now.
Here he goes. He goes with the switch back. He's going to try and get up the inside. No, goes to the outside. Corey covers him off.
I think he might try and do a switch. Cut back in the end. Oh, he wanted the inside of 12. He gets forced out from Corey, yeah. Now Corey's going to have the inside lines of the fast corners. Yeah, but he's going to have the inside of the final corner if he can hold it on the outside here. Oh, this is going to be tight. We have 1 corner to go. Can he outbrake Corey on the inside? Corey getting pushed out wide. Here we go. It's a drag. It's a drag race. Right to the end. It's Griffiths and Corey across the line. Griffiths takes it. The MP Motorsport. 6,000ths of a second.
What have we just witnessed? Oh my Christ. Wow.
That
Just wow.
was one of the greatest endings I have ever witnessed in an F1 game, period.
I've had races like that myself with the AI, and some online against other drivers.
Moto? Yes, it's called a motor race, okay? Sorry? We went to car racing.
That was incredible.
Ozzy, I think you said it
was
best.
So on the limit.
We went car racing. Evo doing a little celly there in the back. But I think driver of the day as a whole has got to be SLR Ham in the sprint and the feature race. He was, of course,
dominated the sprint in the wet conditions.
Yeah, absolutely killed it in the wet conditions, and now in the dry conditions, he got himself up 6 positions.
That's incredible.
Yeah, he got a solid performance there. Let's see here if we can get some interviews, as all our drivers still going around. And just send out the invites to Mr. Ham. Hopefully he gets it, because I know some people have been having issues with party invites from me. Wow, what a feature race. So the feature race results: Griffiths in P1, Corey P2, Ham P3, Sem in P4, Southern in P5, Metal in P6, Beast Assassin P7, Paraquix in P8, Dodgy in P9, and Turner to round out the points in P10. And also here is a look at the total points for everybody. As you can see, BRT Griffiths with the most points on the day, 32 points altogether. Ham with 26, Corey with 21, Southern 28 or 18, Sem with 12, Metal 10, Para and Assassin with 9 apiece, Turner with 5, and Dodgy to round us off with 2 points. It appears that Ham has not joined the party. I'll give him one more invite, and then I can go yell at him later. I mean, that's what I do best, let's be honest. Man, Griffiths too. P3 and P1. That's pretty good. Fucking hell. Griffiths had a great day. Oh shit.